Interview, take one.
When I quit the music business, let's say, back in 1978, it was for many reasons. It was a spiritual moment, of course. I wanted a life, and I couldn't do it in that environment. That's when I started floating away. This record is really my way of talking about a lot of things that I've experienced, being misunderstood, and how people tend to want to misunderstand you often in order to fit their own picture of what you are to them.
You know, I've heard it said there's beauty in distortion by some people who've withdrawn to find their heads. Now they say there is humor in misfortune.
Dying to Live is an Edgar Winter song, which I think is so underrated. It's a hidden gem.
Why am I fighting to live if I'm just living to fight? Why am I trying to see when there ain't nothing in sight? Why am I trying?
This song also brings a person who thinks to a point of looking at life either positively or negatively. And I see it very positively, and that's why the end of this song, for me, is positive.
I'm trying to give, so come on, give me a try. You know I'm dying to live until I'm ready to die.
Tea break, tea break. Okay. I normally paint my world with my words and with my music. Songwriting is an extension of what you're doing, what you're thinking, and so it can come at any time, providing that you're in a creative moment. A mood, which is created by a chord or a riff, ignites the song.
I was raised in Babylon. Our priests taught us how to worship the sun. Oh, where did we go wrong? They used to call us civilized. Those days are gone.
I was raised in Babylon. It's talking about how each prominent civilization came and went, and what were the reasons.
I came to God the Pharaoh, bring him wine and women. Oh Lord, where is he now?
I was never really a great collaborator. That's why I ended up to be solo.
We used to call him the highest till the wave took him down.
As you mature, it gets to be fun, to work with others, particularly those of a status that's really up there and they've done it and they know it. Richard Thompson is just amazing. He's a star. And Rick Rubin was just like one of the guru producers of some of the best records ever made. I Was Raised in Babylon was actually a real rock and roll song when I first went into the studio. Suddenly we were doing this song in a totally different way from the way I expected it to be. I loved the great change in gear. Rick really helped me to kind of stretch out and go into different areas which I might not have gone into. Some would say that I've certainly traveled, through many different musical terrains. There was always this one road I wanted to go down. Behind my troubadour persona, hidden in the background, was an R&B guy, waiting to be set free.
Hey, Mr. Goldman, where's my pay? Mr. Goldman, not one more day.
The background of this record, has a long story because my whole upbringing was in the West End, and so I was surrounded by incredible opportunities for going to clubs and listening to what was happening. We were being inspired by what was coming from across the water from USA.
Take this hammer and carry it to the captain. Take this hammer and carry it to the captain. Take this hammer.
Is that the lead belly?
That's one of those, yeah, that's the lead belly. It was one of the first things I ever learned on the guitar.
Yeah, probably me too, actually. Yeah, my first songs like that.
You tell him I'm gone.
Music comes from the soul reaching out.
If he asks you, was I running? If he
Music allows us to look beyond the bars of our existence.
If he asked you, was I running? You tell him I was flying. You tell him I was flying.
It may not last that long, not more than 3 minutes sometimes, but it does help us to be free for a while.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine